Oh, hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. We're back in Genshin Impact. I've recently finished the Ayato story quest, so I'm finally able to do this Hues of the Violet Garden story quest. I am really hoping that there's like voice acting and an actual story to this. Seemingly, since they suggest that it did when I didn't finish the Ayato quest, there was like a button here to Is there still a button here? Oh, ooh, this is different. I don't think I had access to this before. There was a button that told me to finish, like, Kokomi's, Raiden Shogun's, and Ayato's story quests before doing this one if I want, like, the best experience. So I was assuming that there's, like, story here that kind of either relates to that somehow, or it's better if I know, like, what happened to those characters or something. So yeah, today I'm going to be doing this. What is Nishiki? I guess these are going to be the stories that unlock. Oh wait, no, this is Theater Mechanicus. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on with this event. Well, let's jump right into it. You must complete the strange tale of Suiko's Tipsy Tinctures to get the complete event experience. Would you like to proceed to this quest? Yes, please. So there's this one. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. When I was doing my daily stuff to like daily commission stuff, I accidentally talked to this Catherine, and it activated this quest. And a thing that MiHoYo did for this, I don't know if it's like a permanent thing, but in the past, if you like start a conversation like this.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
If you start like a conversation like this that triggers a story quest, and you Alt F4 and exit out of it, and then launch the game again, it'll bring you back to this point in the conversation, which is like kind of bad for people like me who want to record myself play through these games and like have a reaction to it for our YouTube channel and stuff. But what they recently did, it seems like, at least for this event, especially or specifically, if you exit out of this at this point, it'll just bring you back to like your regular load in, and you can start this conversation again, which is like a lot better than what we had before. But I still think they can go one step further and just make it so that when you talk to Catherine, there'll be like a dialogue option to start the quest, or you can like kind of do the regular Adventurers Guild stuff. But yeah, let's continue with the story. Let's see what Catherine has for us today.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
Ooh, I wonder who that could be.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
Since there's voice acting in this story quest, in this event story quest, it's pretty hopeful that cool stuff's gonna happen. So I'm looking forward to it.
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent Irodori Festival.
Ooh, I wonder what this is about. Is there like a specific Japanese festival at this moment right now? I can't really think of what it would be. Like Golden Week or something? No, Golden Week is during the fall, right? I don't know. Like in the past, the Lantern Rite was like Chinese New Year's, and I forgot what the other one was, but it was like Mid-Autumn Festival in like Chinese cultures. But I wonder if this like relates to like a Japanese cultural festival of some kind.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
I can't even think of the last festival we attended in Inazuma.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Oh, so it's Miko's commission.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember.
Oh yeah, our last festival was like that made-up one that Yae Miko gave us to like help the yokai like move on to the other world or something.
We better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
Let's go! Woo! Thanks, Catherine. We'll see you later. The Strange Tale of Tsuko's Tipsy Tincture. What's a tincture? Well, I guess we're gonna find out, hopefully. Isn't tincture like the weird thing that like the eye drop thing, where you can like you squeeze the end of it and it like creates a vacuum to suck up some liquid of some kind, and you can like slowly drop it on things? Isn't that a tincture? Or am I thinking about something else? Is that named something else? Ooh, it's Yae Miko. Let's see what she has for us.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apex Husu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Wait, one of them's about Raiden Shogun, the other one is about Yae Miko, pretty much.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera?
Oh no, he looks kind of shifty. What do you got for us, Onodera? Oh, jeez.
Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yae. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
Oh, then why were you, I guess he might have been lost in thought?
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence.
Oh, he wasn't confident in his, work, I guess?
Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady Yae. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop!
Woo!
Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Oh yeah, and we came straight here.
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Wait, maybe the festival is the light novel stuff.
You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
They both like have the same facial expressions. Yeah, forget it.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job.
What kind of festival is this? Is this like anime convention, like a light novel, anime, manga convention kind of thing?
Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Haha. Baka gaijins don't know the different nuanced culture we have here in Inazuma.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sakoku Decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
International Cultural Festival?
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Irodori Festival.
I think if you understood Japanese, you would know what Irodori means, and that would hint at like what kind of festival this is. But since I didn't know what that word meant, then I have no like context as to what I'm getting myself into for this story, for this event.
Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen. Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Irodori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Wait, whoa. What kind of festivals isn't rooted in culture? I can't really think of any. Isn't all like festival rooted in culture in one way or another? I guess like if it's a remembrance of certain past events, maybe those aren't. Well, that's still kind of culture. It becomes like part of a culture. What happens to like the community or the society that they're remembering for those like holidays and stuff, right? Anyways, this is kind of a moot point I'm diving into for no reason.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Irodori Festival by...
By what?
holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
Oh, are they gonna get like a bunch of light novel authors together to like, I don't know, do a 24-hour jam who can like make the best short story or something?
But wait a minute, light novels?
What about all that refined elegant stuff you were saying that you just
Please
said?
stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past.
That's interesting. She kind of changed it to match like modern pop culture in order to kind of make it fit with today's entertainment.
Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma?
I guess, yeah, a lot of people here have been, or a lot of leaders here have kind of changed up recently. There's been a change in people and ideas, and their political ideas, I guess, is seeping into the rest of the Inazuma too. Like Raiden Shogun and her new definition of eternity, and Yae Miko and her, what would you say, like her modernized take on like religion. Like she's like a priestess, but then she's also like the culture behind the light novels is like another kind of religion used in like a really loose term, right? People like follow these stories and stuff closely and with interest, kind of like how people would follow something religiously. Again, using that term loosely. And I guess a lot of because of Ayato's quest, we found out like a lot of the commissions and stuff, they're having like internal turmoil of like who is taking the lead and who is like not fit for being leader and who has the more power and who wants more power and stuff too. So yeah, a lot of stuff is changing from what we initially knew of Inazuma, which was the island nation that locked themselves out from the rest of the world for some reason.
And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Sounds like a whole lot of thinly veiled self-justification?
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue.
I don't know, Paimon. This sounds like it would be fun.
Come on, Miko. You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interest.
I guess, yeah, she does have a conflict of interest in this since she's like the publisher the owner of like the one huge publishing house in Inazuma, so that if this event or this festival goes through, like she will be the one to benefit the most out of this.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Yeah, I'm super curious.
Maybe a little. Oh, alright, Paimon's super curious now.
Hey, that's what I said, Paimon.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival.
Oh, we're going to Rito, which is like really far from here. Kinda, sorta.
There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Oh, I wonder who else is going to be in this story besides Yae Miko. Is Raiden Shogun gonna? I don't think Raiden Show is gonna show up for this. Maybe some, like, other characters. I think since she hinted at other nations being here, and I think the promotional material. If I look at this, if I look at this menu, you can see like Albedo there. So maybe we'll see Albedo and I don't know, Changyun. Oh, maybe not Changyun. The person who would fit the most would probably be Xinqiu. Since I think, yeah, you can unlock Xinqiu. Man, I'm pronouncing his name really badly. You can unlock like a free Xinqiu for this event. And I think I saw like on the Genshin Impact subreddit that Klee and Yoimiya's in this. And it's like kind of the dream team up there. They both love like fireworks and explosions. I guess if Albedo's here, it makes sense that Klee's here too. See what we have.
During the Irodori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels.
Okay.
Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there will also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties.
Ooh.
This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
There's like is that a, what do you call that banner? A Yae Miko flag banner? I wonder what else is there. Did they decorate this place for this event? Kind of like how they decorated Liyue Harbor with like lantern rite stuff?
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
How is it not like a typical festival? We're getting people together, right? I guess we're comparing it to like the Moonlight Merriment and the Lantern Rite festivals, which is like more how should I put this? More stemmed from tradition than anything, whereas this is kind of like a novel, a new thing, trying to get people together who are interested in like modern pop culture. Yeah, it's like the night novel paradise.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Are those like screens? No, there's no screens in this.
Yes, those are...
Tell us.
Ah, Lady Yae did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two.
Oh yeah.
At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
That's weird that he would say that. I guess a lot of people finished Ayato's story like the moment it came out, so it's like a week later that this event is available. It's a week or 2 weeks later. Maybe it was like 2 weeks later that this event comes up, because there was that photo event as well, and also like all that chasm stuff too. And like I just played his story like yesterday, so it's so weird that he's like, oh, we're meeting again. Ooh, it's like, yeah, but we saw each other yesterday. Do you forget about that already? Does Ayato love light novels too, secretly? Or maybe even openly, and I just don't know about it?
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Oh, he's just a part of the Yashiro commissions whose, like, responsibility is, like, holding events and making sure, like, the citizens are happy, pretty much. So, dang it, he doesn't have a secret interest in light novels.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Irodori Festival originated from the 5 Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits.
Ooh, okay. There's like a Raiden Shogun banner on the bottom right there too. So it seems like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of decorations. Yay!
This Irodori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations.
Ooh, cultural celebrities. Is Ke Qing gonna be here? Is Ning Guang gonna be here? Is Jin Dancho gonna be here?
For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt.
I assume that's Albedo.
The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable. Which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests.
That's us. I get it now. So this is our commission.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
2 days before the festival. Ships and guests. Large passenger ships. Bards from Mondstadt. Oh, Venti's gonna be here? A guest painter. That's, I think it's Albedo. Calx. And his dependent. I don't know who Calx is. Oh! And his dependent? Is Calx Albedo's, like, artist name or something? So it's going to be Venti, Albedo, and Klee, since Klee's, like, I guess she always calls him Big Brother, right? I guess in English it's a little awkward since she calls him like Mr. Albedo or something, which kinds of suggests that they're not that close, but then like in the story or in the lore they're like super close. They're like, I don't know, I guess since they're both Knights of Favonius, like they're all the adults in the Knights of Favonius kind of like take it upon themselves to take care of and protect Klee. Second day of the festival, ships and guests, larger passenger ships, calligraphers, painters from Liyue, theater mechanicus players, and guest writer Chen Yu. I think Chen Yu is, I don't know if this is spoiled for me from the Genshin Impact subreddit or if this has been previously told to us, but that's supposed to be Xing Qiu's, like, pen name, right? Calligraphers? I don't know who the calligrapher or the painter from Liyue is gonna be. But the theater mechanicus player, would that also be someone? I don't know, I don't think so. I'm trying to think who in Liyue could be here who's a calligrapher. Theater mechanicus players might just be like regular NPCs, right? Unless each one of these is like a specific person that I can specifically guess. Third day of the festival, ships and guests, large cargo ship, stopover, 1 person. Estimated time arrival, 9 a.m. Okay, the day follows a release event. Ships and guests, small passenger ship, 2 persons. Estimated time arrival, 10 a.m. Oh, they don't tell you who they're expected in the 3rd and the 4th day?
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now.
Okay, Yae Miko, we're gonna receive the foreigners. So, take care.
During the festival, most of the Yae Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
Oh, okay.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Okay, Ayato, leave it to us.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
A blank canvas, which will soon be used to draw a lovely picture of one of the 5 kasen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I look at the thing they gave me, we have Venti, Albedo, that's 2, Klee is 3, Shincho is 4. So Theater Mechanicus player, I think, is just like an NPC that lets you play the Theater Mechanicus. Painter and Calligrapher. So that's 6 people. Maybe not all of them is like one of the 5. Are they saying like they're not like replacing the 5 with like today's people or modern people? They're actually the original 5 we're gonna paint. Maybe that's it. That makes more sense actually. Wait until the following day, 6 to 8 a.m. What happens if I like totally like miss this? Will they get angry at me? I'm kind of curious to find out. Head to Rito Docks according to the arrival schedule. The guests should arrive at 8 o'clock the next day. The Strange Tales of Suiku's Tipsy Tinctures. True Tales of the Violet Garden, Act 1. Okay. Whoa, look, actually, let's just, there seems to have put these banners everywhere. The Raiden Shogun and the Yae Miko. I guess that they're saying, like, these are the 2 light novels that are going to be, like, pushed in this event. They're, like, saying, oh, I woke up as the Raiden Shogun, and, whatever, Guji, whatever, those 2 light novels. Now I'm just thinking, like, were all these here before? All these, like, lanterns and stuff, and, like, those fishes over there. Or those fish flags? What would you call those? Kites? Do those things have a specific name? There's, like, what do you call it? A Raiden Shogun, like... But it doesn't look like a plushie. It looks more like a figure of some kind. Like a plastic resin figure. But does she say anything about this? I think she used to have just a bunch of like tanuki everywhere, right? Wow, the Irodori Festival hasn't started yet, and there are already so many people in Rito. Well, dear customers, you'll have to wait till the festival starts to get one of our statues of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder. You're not here about the Shogun statues? Sorry, we just got so many queries concerning those recently. I am here about those. Can we actually get one? So you're not here to buy anything after, or are you? Oh, I kind of disappointed her. Now I'm curious what we would say if she actually talked to her. So what do you sell here? Well, mainly sell souvenirs like Inazuma novels, tanuki dolls, and stuff like that. I guess that's just a regular line. During special periods like holidays or festivals, we will also sell the Almighty Shogun and other related goods. Statues of the Shogun. Yeah, this is just a regular dialogue flow, I guess. Yeah, our Almighty Shogun is a merciful and forgiving person who doesn't really mind people buying the statues for any reasons whatsoever. Before the Sakoku Decree was instated, it was our best-selling product, but the old edition has long ceased production and we switched to a new one since. I think Kujo Sarah like collects all these like Raiden Shogun figurines and is like proud of them. I wonder if she's gonna be in this festival like trying to get this new one. I think she said it was new. What else is here? Robert. Let me see. If I want to set up shop in Rito, I'll need these and these. Opening a store? Ah, yes. As you know, the Sakoku Decree has been abolished. So honestly, I could return to Mondstadt at any time. But I just can't do it. I mean, how can I just leave Inazuma without having done any business here? And I've heard the news, you know, about all the people coming here to Rito looking to establish their businesses. That really gets my fingers itching, you know. So, what do you think? Should I give this a go? Sounds like a good idea. I know, right? If I can set up early, I might just hit upon some good opportunities first. But I reckon that my documents are going to need updating first. I was going to ask my Sneznayan friend for help, actually, but I haven't been able to contact him at all. I've been stuck here in Rito so long I'm almost out of Mora on hand. Oh, what am I going to do? You know what? I think I'll just go over to Miss Ryoko's for a drink. She'll be able to console me for sure. Bless her kind soul. So his dialogue has changed a little bit since the Sakoku Decree has been abolished, but I think that's what he normally says. It's not like event specific dialogue. But this is all new. Look at all this stuff. Look at this little fox dude. I wonder if these are gonna be like teapot decorations at some point. Look at that big face. The big fox face. Can we talk to these people? No? Oh. Fan work stall bulletin board. Dear readers, how do you do? I'm Taiyaki, an author with the Fan Work Circle Fantasy House. Fan Work Circle? Is this like a doujin or something? Like fan fiction? I would like to apologize. Due to my heavy workload recently, the latest volume of A Country from the Center of the Earth and a Bouquet for You will not be completed on time. Owing to health concerns, I will also temporarily stop creating this particular work. Thank you all for your continued support so far. I hope to see you all again. Oh, I think like a lot of manga artists are, and light novel artists, I guess, or authors, they like have a knack of like disregarding their health for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that's just a stereotype. Hey, I've written this book. Would you like a signature? I'm the Traveler. I'm in a short film, The Seven Samurai. Wait, is it Seven Samurai? I don't remember. There's like a dude that film, like one of the quests was to like go here and do like a film. And we also did like with the two dudes that like there's a commission with the editor and the light novel author where if you agree with the publisher, I think after that entire like daily commission quest chain, he tells you to like reenact the story in like this like domain just to see if it makes sense. Ooh. Hi. I'm Lumine. Ooh, oh, hello. That's nice, that's a nice area to focus on. Hello. Hello, I'm Lumine. I can't actually, like, get her face in this one. I guess she's a taller character, maybe? Maybe I just need to move, move the camera. But it doesn't look good. Hello. Oh. I guess she's supposed to be in this one. What happens if I take a shorter character? It's funny because she's actually like dressed up as a tanuki. Hello, I'm Sayu, I'm the tanuki. How are you guys doing? I'm trying to find a place to take a nap. Leave me alone! Guess I can try putting Klee there too. Too bad I don't have any friends or anything. Or too bad you can't spawn like people. Hi, I'm Klee. Boom boom bakadoo. Dumpty dumpty go. You see like her little like hat poking through. Because she's not tall enough. I don't know, I'm having so much fun with that stupid cutout. Alright, I'll put Lumine back on the team.
There's still a long...
One more with Ito. Hey guys. How's Oni Tanuki for you here? Haha. I think the stuff here is new too. I guess a lot of people have their own booths. Wait, was I able to like interact with something here? Or was it just a chair? It might have been just a chair. What is it? See you. I don't think he has any festival related dialogue. Is that a bag of Mora? Take it and run. Run! Wait, is there like smoke coming out of it? Or is it just a shadow? I don't know if it's coming through in like YouTube's compression, but like when I move the camera, the shadow there kind of looks like it's smoky on that bag. I don't know, whatever. I don't know why, I just want to like explore this place. And like take in all the different like things that's been added for this festival. Is this place gonna be filled with people at some point? Like we'll have like Shincho sitting here doing like book signings and stuff. Why is there a flower lady here? Good day, you two. Are you interested in the art of Ikebana? Ikebana?
Paimon feels like we've heard about this one before.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I am currently organizing an event to show off the wonders of Ikebana. In a few days, you two will be able to experience its charm. Oh, how now I'm curious.
Alrighty, we'll come back in a couple days then.
I guess she's part of one of the events. Oh, there's a Shenanigans guy. Does he say anything about Yegor? Does he say anything about this festival? Hello, is there anything I can help you with? What's bothering you? It's nothing serious, really. I'm living just fine with it here in Rito, and business has been great since the Sakoku Decree was abolished. But I'm a Shenanigans, and I'm not really used to the diet here, nor am I a good cook myself. Oh, he just says the same thing about going to that lady, Miss Ryoko, for food every day. And like he likes her or something like that. Oh, dear customer, are you also interested in Anahitian Blessing? Anahitian Blessing? Have you never heard of it? It's a specialty from our Sumeru, the grace of Lesser Lord Kusanali? No matter how barren the land or dreadful the climate, a small amount of it shall work wonders. What is the theory behind that product? Well, it must be the elemental powers within which grants the land more vitality, and then that, oh yeah, he's a fertilizer guy. I'm not a researcher, so I can't really explain it well. Anyways, we the Sumeru locals all use this stuff for farming. It's effective and impeccable. It's perfect either for your own use or as a gift for your family and friends. So yeah, he doesn't have any like festival dialogues either, which is kind of a shame. At the very least, the lady there did. I was kind of hoping like everyone would have say something about the decorations or something in this area to kind of make this place feel more like lively or more like lived in. Like the people here are not just generic NPCs going through their motions, their programmed behavior. They actually like react to like festivals and stuff. But unfortunately, she's the only one so far who actually have like changed dialogue. Let's see if this lady has it. She seems to have like extra stuff here. I don't think this person was here before. Wait, no, she has like the Yae Miko stuff, so maybe she has extra dialogue.
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than Sailing Breeze.
I think she's the one who offered us Mondstadt dandelion wine, and apparently like it's hard for her to get it ever since the Sakoku Decree or something. So let's see what she says now. We've also taken up some of the setup work for the Irodori festivals here at Sailing Breeze. Nice, she has festival related dialogue. Not only that, we've also gotten ourselves a collaboration with the light novel Pretty Please, Kitsune Guji. We'll start selling it once the festival opens, so please wait patiently. Oh, so there's like a kind of an event specific drink, it sounds like, that we can get. Would it be like a recipe we can get that we can make ourselves? Do you only sell liquor? Too young to drink, are you? Well, we do sell other stuff too, like Mondstadt's famous dandelion wines, brewing ingredients. That's Mondstadt's specialty. It's not supposed to be in the inventory list, but since you're also an outlander like me, I will make an exception and sell you those. Okay, no thanks, but thanks. I guess she just goes back to her regular dialogue after the stuff about Irodori Festival. This guy seems to have like extra stuff. Store owner taking store name suggestions. Oh, is he a new store owner? Do we know about this person? Yamashiro Kenta. Crowdsourcing. Hello there, dear customer. Welcome! We currently have an ongoing event at our store with prizes to be won. Interested? Oh, he's a dude from Sangonomiya. Or from Watatsumi with all like the pearls and stuff, right? So ever since like we brokered peace between the Resistance and Narukami, I guess like the people of Watatsumi are doing business here too. I think I missed this. This probably was here a long time ago, but I never actually came back here to talk to this guy. Well, let's see what you got. Of course, we have a special selection brought in from Watatsumi Island for your perusal. Ooh, that's cool. I don't need those at the moment, though. Prizes to be won, you say? That's right! We're giving out prizes for store names. I wanted to come up with a catchy name and also get some publicity at the same time. So this is my 2-in-1 solution. The clients here were very enthusiastic and they gave me a lot of suggestions. It's just that, well, most of the names have been something too, special, like the Watatsumi Pearl, the Nagi Nagi, Tumbly Round, Super Shiny, and so on. It's all about the Watatsumi Pearls, the Sango Pearls. Standing out from the crowd is good, of course, but I reckon that it would be better if we went with something that has broad appeal, so I've yet to decide on a final name. If you have any good ideas, please take part in the event as well. From the people of Mountain Dew, it's always not a good idea to outsource naming things to the public, because I think like they're trying to do this event. The people that sell Mountain Dew or market Mountain Dew, I guess, they're trying to do this event where they gave the power to the public to vote on, to create names and vote on names, to name like the new like Mountain Dew flavor or whatever, and like the top names are like Hitler was right and like Granny Skrit or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. You probably can Google it and get the details yourself. Some like Mountain Dew challenge. Maybe it wasn't Mountain Dew. Maybe it was Mountain. I don't know. It's some like, I don't know, gamer energy drink related product. Let's see what we have here.
At the magnificent Irodori Festival.
Oh, this person talks about Irodori Festival. What is it? Something I can help you with? The festival might be a good time, but let me just say this first. Don't you make any trouble for Miss Kageyama. Who's Miss Kageyama? Can you tell me a bit more about Riko? I think he's just gonna resort? No. What's the word here? Default to his, like, regular talking, his regular dialogue here. The entirety of Rito falls under the jurisdiction of Kanjo Commission. As long as you're looking to do business in Rito, whether it's importing goods or opening a shop, you must first verify your identity and get all the relevant information on record. Don't say that I didn't remind you. If you are rude to Miss Kageyama, I mean the inspector, you will be deported right away. Who's Miss Kageyama? You don't even know who Miss Kageyama is. I don't think you should be in Rito. Miss Kageyama is an inspector of the Outlander Affairs Agency who is in charge of keeping an eye out for Outlanders like you. There sure are a lot of more Outlanders now that the Sakoku Decree has been abolished. Looks like Miss Kageyama's job is about to get a whole lot busier. If only I could help her out. Whatever the case, if you wish to have a decent time in Rito, you'd better get those documents and gifts prepared before visiting the inspector. Alright, let's actually... but I kind of want to talk to everyone. Oh, there's Kageyama.
Welcome to the magnificent Irodori Festival.
She doesn't sound too happy. Was that her talking? If it shines, you must investigate. Don't look at me. Okay, let's talk to Kageyama as well. Welcome to the magnificent Irodori Festival. If you are here as an invited guest, please display your invitation letter, and one of our staff will help you arrange your event itinerary during this time. If you are here as a tourist or a visitor, please take care not to disturb those who are involved in installation work while the event is going on. If you have any questions, please direct them here. What is this place? This is the identification checkpoint under the... Okay, yeah, this is just regular stuff too. But I guess they changed up a lot of the dialogue since the Sakoku Decree has been abolished, so they kind of like mentioned that. About the procedure for going to Inazuma City. Yeah, it's still the same, pretty much. I feel like I'm wasting time talking to these people, but at the same time, I feel like not a lot of people would spend the time to do all this stuff, maybe. And it'll probably be good that I'm recording myself do this, so that when this event goes away, at the very least you can refer to it again in these videos if you really want. I don't know why someone would come to my video. Other people might document it a little bit better than me. Oh, they even have like a banner out here. Wait, this is different than the other one. Is that a reference to something? The art looks really like different than the Yae Miko and the Raiden Shogun one. If only I'm like super cultured, I would be able to point out what that's referencing to, but unfortunately I'm not. Maybe someone can enlighten me in the comments as to what that is referring to. Oh, there's another one here. And then yeah, it's back to Raiden Shogun and Yae Miko. No, I won't talk to these people. I think there used to be a dude here. I wonder if like after the Sakoku Decree, he like went back home or something. Oh man, actually after the Sakoku Decree has been abolished in the story, I actually never came back here to like revisit everyone, so a lot has changed from what I remember.
This is what they call eternity.
Nakano. Well, hello, how may I help you? Goodbye. Let's change the time. Okay, so if I change the time to... Wait. The next day at 8. Uh-oh, I want to go like after 8, but maybe so would it update the Oh no, it is after 8. So at this point it's supposed to be at 6 and I made it after 8 by accident. But also it kind of worked out that if you wait till the next day after, it just like tells you to wait till the following day, I guess. It doesn't like there's like no other path to the story where it's like, oh, you're late, you're a terrible person, kind of thing.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kassen portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
Okay, that sounds good, Paimon. But what we're really gonna do is go past 8 and see what happens. I'm just curious. Will Paimon be like, you didn't get to the docks in time, we're gonna have to wait. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, it automatically changes the time back, it looked like, for a second there. It like flashed back. Ooh. This is not the Alcor. Aww.
You must be here to take part in the Irodori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt.
No, it's not Venti. I was hoping it was going to be Venti.
Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
So my, like, I guess, loose assumption about it gonna be actual characters we know is not the case. I guess I was kind of led to that concept or that idea because Ayato says, like, we need people who are familiar with both nations of of Inazuma and Teyvat, other nations of Teyvat, to do this. So that's why they chose us, and I thought, oh, is it because we're a familiar face to all these people and they'll be more comfortable around? But I guess he only specifically needed our experience with other nations and not necessarily with the people of those nations, specifically like this person here. Like, I was thinking it was like Venti or something, since we know him like personally. That would be like a thing. But I guess there's just going to be a lot of NPCs that we will have to remember their names. Paimon, what are you doing?
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tone-Deaf Bard then?
That's what I was going to ask.
Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
He's probably drunk on the airplane provided, the flight provided alcohol. Even if he was invited, there's a chance he still wouldn't show up.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, you know, Venti's and nudge, 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 wink, wink, wink are gone.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon.
Yeah, man. Shh, quiet, Paimon.
If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Look who it is. It's Klee.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Yay, Klee's in the story again.
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the Irodori Festival?
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Those words seems a little bit too complicated for a little girl like Klee.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Good to see you again, Albedo. Hopefully your twin isn't out there. Or are you the twin? Are you the clone?
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 Kasen!
Oh, okay, yeah, they're just gonna paint the original 5 Kasen. They're not gonna, like, appoint the 5 new Kaisens and have their purchase painted.
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx.
I wonder if that has anything to do with, like, he's like the Chalk Prince or something? I wonder if that is, like, Calx is, like, another name for chalk or something in another language. Like, what is chalk made of? Calcium something? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know.
Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yae Publishing House there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great. Let's get going then.
Yay, Klee! I kind of want to switch the language to Japanese, since Japanese Klees are, like, more adorable in my opinion than English Klee. Like, English Klee is like, she sounds like an innocent little girl, but then, like, Japanese Klee is, like, super energetic and rambunctious, it seems like. Do we have any cool stuff in here? Go to the International Trade Association. Okay, maybe I should stop dilly-dallying. It's almost been an hour of me just, like, dicking around. So I wonder how much, like, Mondstadt, or at least specifically Albedo and Klee would know about Inazuma. Like, what can we assume they know? Like, do they know who these 2 characters are that are, like, plastered everywhere?
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
So many things to blow up.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
That's how kids are. Nothing wrong with a little excitement.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem.
What's wrong?
Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
Klee's just running around in the background.
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information.
Look at Dotoko just like hanging there on Klee's backpack.
I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript.
Is that one flag that I said I didn't know what it was referencing? Was it referencing A Legend of Sword? Which I think is like Xingqiu's? Is it did Xingqiu write that, or did what's that guy, Chen the Ninth wrote it and Xingqiu just really likes it? I don't know. I think Xingqiu wrote that one, right?
I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Do both.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance so that I can be better prepared.
Speaking of which, Miko did mention ...
Oh, right! The editors of the Yae Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hiroyama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
I wonder if they had to like go through customs with Klee and make sure and confiscate all her bombs.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
She like winks afterwards. Wink, wink. She has like goes to like the camera pans behind her back and she has like her fingers crossed. I'll be on my best behavior. The Strange Tales of Suiku Tipsy Tensors. Go to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Did this change at all? Oops. Albedo's editorial director Hiroyama, has not shown up. Perhaps he might be found near the Outlander's Affair Agency? Alright, let's do it. Man, how did like an hour just fly by? Maybe I dicked around too much trying to explore this place. Yeah, is that Legend of Sword then? A banner for Legend of Sword? Which I think it's like a reference
This
to...
can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave.
Is it a reference to Berserk? Maybe not. Or Legend of the Galactic Hero? Maybe?
Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Suspicious guy, you say?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
Albedo's here, and he needs help.
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
We kind of just left Klee to... We trusted Klee to, like, go back to... Or go to, like, their... I guess their hotel or something? I don't know, their Airbnb. And, we don't really know if she actually did that. Maybe she's out exploring and causing trouble.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
Well, about that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Irodori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
Wait, what?
What? The books are missing?
Oh no.
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Irodori Festival, but the author, Shenanigans, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
Oh, we must have to go and investigate too.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Yu as well.
Whoa, wait, hold on. So, Xingqiu and Albedo is working together to create this light novel? That's kind of cool.
If Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
Oh yeah.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Yae. Sounds familiar. Hey, isn't that Xingqiu's pen name?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know him?
Oh yeah, we know him. We've met on a couple occasions.
Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse too.
And you know those, like, bards? Whatever. We don't need to care about them. They're not our friends. They can do whatever. Hopefully they keep themselves out of trouble. Go to the warehouse near the docks. The copies of A Legend of Sword, its latest volume, has gone missing. I don't know why the quotations there is a little bit weird. The copies of A Legend of Sword apostrophes S latest volume has gone missing. I guess it's possessive that way. Is that how you do it? I guess, yeah, that's how you would do it. Hirayama has also gone to the warehouse where the incident took place. Head over there quickly and investigate. Oh, it's Venti. And Kujo Sarah. Ah, Venti did show up then.
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
We're not talking about you, Sarah. We're talking about Venti. Jeez, Sarah. So self-centered.
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, Tone Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
It's been a while since we had Venti in the story, so it's nice.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again.
Did, like, since Venti didn't show up through the boat that came here, did he like fly here with Dvalin and just drop down? Dvalin like flew him here, and he just kind of like landed.
Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Well, I can't say he's a complete stranger. You could say we're quite familiar.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Irodori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally.
I wonder if, like, Raiden A would recognize him. Because I don't know if, like, even though the Archons, like, existed at the same time, I don't know, like, if they were actually close. Kind of like how, I don't know, all the countries in this world have their, like, leaders, like their presidents and prime ministers and executives and stuff. But then, like, they're not all friends, right? So, like, we know Raiden Shogun kind of sort of knows Morax, I think. But we never really hear anything. And Morax knows Venti. But we never really hear whether Venti and Raiden Shogun has ever interacted. Or at least not to my knowledge.
And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. Can we ask him a few questions?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares. You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
Let's not bring up the past now.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
He gets seasick.
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
Oh, okay, so he didn't come here on the Dvalin.
Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake.
It's so weird that Venti's depicted to be like this kid, but he's like an alcoholic.
And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryo Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Childish? Shameless?
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the Yae Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you.
Oh, there he is.
Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Maybe other people want to steal dandelion wine.
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
Yeah, Albedo, what does your big brain notice?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third...
There must be more than one criminal involved. Dun dun dun.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort.
I'm like way past an hour now, and I'm kind of like anxious about that, but this story is like a lot bigger than I originally thought it was. I thought it was going to be like a bit of a story just to like get us into the Irodori Festival and some of the event activities, but no, there's like a lot of stuff going on with like Klee and Albedo and Venti here and Kujo Sarah and Yae Miko and the publishing house and all the editors and people, all the organizers and stuff too.
It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning.
Oh, Kujo Sarah, you're so underrated.
Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
He sticks his tongue out at us.
Sara's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
I drop it like it's hot.
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
Check your prison wallet.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
In between his butt cheeks.
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
In his hat. In his shoe. In his cape. In his hat.
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
Venti finds the invitation stuffed under his hat. I wonder what happens if I guess the wrong place.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions.
Sounds good, Sarah. Hopefully you'll have fun at the Irodori Festival. There's a new Raiden Shogun figure if you haven't, if you know about that. I'm sure you know about it already.
Starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
Okay, we'll see you later.
There goes Sara. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference material.
Oh, this story goes on. I'll just fit it all into one.
I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are, Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kasen. All the information that we could find is compiled here.
Nice that you're keeping that all on you at the moment. About the 5 Kasens. 5 Kasen summary. Long ago, there was 5 legendary poets in Inazuma supremely gifted in music and writing. They were honored as the 5 Kasen, meaning 5 fairies of singing and poetry. It is said that the shogun loved their work profoundly, and that every year one of them would go to Tenshukaku and present their new poetry collection for the shogun's perusal. The 5 Kazen are known as Suiko, Ao no Okina, Akahito, Sumizome, and Kuronushi, respectively, but their real names were lost in history. According to a widely accepted theory, tales of the 5 Kasen had once been repeatedly adapted and performed on stage, with the 5 characters each dressed in a distinct color: green, blue, red, white, and black. So green is Venti, blue is Shincho, red is Klee, white is Albedo, and black is Sarah? Nah, I think that's just like coincidence, I think. I don't think that's going to be the case. Over time, theater goers started referring to them by these colors, hence the names we see today. Oh, Suiko? Sui is blue? Ao is blue. Sui is that green? I thought Midori is green. Akahito, Aka is red. Sumizome, I guess Sumi is white. And Kuro is black. So, yeah, interesting. Over time, theater goers started referring them by these colors, hence the names we see today. Still, there exist other theories. For instance, some believe Suiko was named after his dwelling, a thatched cottage called Suiko Hut, but also say that the Aka in Akahito was derived from the poet's habit of marking his works with a scarlet red seal. About the tales of the 5 Kasen, everyone in Inazuma knows the tale of the 5 Kasen, and stories featuring them were once all the rage in Inazuma. What is unfortunate, however, is that despite their popularity and abundance at the time, not much detail survived till today. Most were probably lost during the Great Calamity 500 years ago. According to existing literature, during the Golden Age, when many such stories were being created, they usually followed the same set of rules, 4 poems in succession, each telling a fragment of the story from the Kaisen's point of view, with the 4 together completing the whole tale. What was curious was that no single chapter seemed to be narrated from Kuronushi's perspective. What? But then he has to write something, right? What? 4 poems, but there's 5 of them. Weird. 5 Kasen summary. Suiko, a free sake-loving soul born into an ordinary family. Some say he got the name Suiko from Suiko Hut, the thatched cottage he lived in. Oh, okay, a sake-loving soul born, eh? Soul born into an ordinary family. Wait, is Venti born into an ordinary family? That kind of sounds like Venti. Ao no Okina, an old man accomplished in chess. In addition to poems, he has also left behind a few novels. Some say he was actually a shogunate official who had not made a name until his senior years. Others say he was not a human, but a very old kitsune in human form. So I guess, yeah, it's not. It just so happens that Suiko kind of is similar to Venti, but Ao is not like similar to Shincho at all. And Akahito, a talented swordsman who most likely came from a martial family. Some say his name was derived from his habits of marking his works with a scarlet red seal. Sumizome, she was once a shrine maiden skilled in floral arts and dancing. Later, she became the shogun's personal attendant. Some say she resigned from her position after she became famous and devoted herself to artistic creation. Others say she kept serving the shogun into her old age. Kuronushi. Little is known about him, nor does anyone know who he really is. Maybe this explains the more varied version of his identity and personality from story to story as compared to the other 4 Kasen. Cool.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 Kasen. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style. so there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element. Inspiration.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and everyone has a different story in their heart.
So I guess if Albedo decides to depict them his own way, it just kind of goes with the flow, right? Since everyone kind of has their own version of the 5 Kasen anyway.
So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being.
No, we should mention it to him. He'll probably help find it.
Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success.
I get it now.
You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Huh? Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
Okay. The story goes on. Talk to Venti. Summary of the information concerning the 5 Kasen, which you... What? I feel like I maybe should have ended it. This is gonna drag out. I didn't know it was gonna be like such a long story. I keep underestimating the stories for events. I keep thinking it's just gonna be like a quick, fun thing to like lead you into the event stuff, but no, this is a complete story. A summary of the information concerning the 5 Kasen, which you got from Yae Publishing House here. Houses Hirayama. Although the content is quite sparse, you can still get a gist of the 5 Kaisen and a great flair they had in their heydays. Yeah, this is the thing I just read. Okay. What did you find?
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping.
Okay.
I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
Okay. The 5 Kasen Splendor. Suiko. Mind dwelling was far from the wider world, but for my fame, my peace was disturbed. In blue clad, I went before Tenshikaku to present our work, but Ao's work was missing a page. I knelt and begged for divine wrath to be stilled, and I told what I knew of how it was lost. The previous night, I had been drunk, and then a person's shadow had passed over me. Some treacherous scoundrel must have stolen the poem, leading to my great loss of face. Uh-oh.
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 Kasen?
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the shogun get stolen.
Uh-oh. This is kind of like what's happening now.
Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday!
Wait, what is yesterday? Oh! Okay. I'm doing this late. Like, the event has been already going on for like a week. So, like, maybe this is like the next part of the story. I might have to end things after this, just so it doesn't get weird.
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
It almost seems related to the stolen novel.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft.
Wait, no, this can't be another part of the story, because we didn't get like a quest complete thing, did we? We'll find out after this dialogue.
But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Well, that sounds good, Venti. No, this is serious, okay?
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks?
You're a disappointment of an Archon, Venti.
And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
Wait a minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration.
Ooh, is Venti his source of inspiration? He's gonna draw like Venti to be Sueku?
If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
So he's gonna use Venti to be the model that he
One year,
uses.
the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Wow, it's like literally just Venti.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, tone-deaf bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you.
Or could it be Paimon? You never know. Venti's been here for a very long time.
Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Oh, so he actually is gonna base his portraits on like people we know. So what I was like kind of suggesting that Venti is a green guy, Shincho is a blue guy. Who's gonna be the red person? Klee? But the red person was a swordsman. I don't think... Will they bring Diluc here? Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, you kind of get my point, right?
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is the 5th person like the editor that like compiles it and makes sure it all makes sense?
It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Everyone keeps talking about it.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is the first story. Okay. I didn't overstep or anything. This all sounds good. The magnificent Irodori Festival has started! Ba-ba-ba-ba! That's awesome. We got a painting of Venti, like, just, like, passed out drunk. So what happens if I actually select this? Irodori Poetry, Part 1. The Mondstadt bard Lene is discussing poetry quite passionately with the Inazuman poet Tomo. Oh, there's quests. I guess maybe I'll do this. I don't know. Maybe this is just like world quests that doesn't really amount to much, but yeah. I think I'm gonna end things here. Oh, there's more. Head to Rico dock to the blah 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 blah. What the blue flowers left behind. Okay. So this is the next story quest, which is already unlocked for me since I started doing this event late. But I'm not going to do it in this one since it's like an hour and a half already. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I'll stand in front of this bad boy right here. Wait, I can... This is Suiko's likeness done by Albedo. Venti was used as a model for this work, and it shows Suiko prone after getting dead drunk. It also incorporates some unique fashions featured from Mondstadt. Venti seems to love this picture very much, and a certain someone has had to remind him several times that he's not actually in the picture. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one where I'll continue this whole event story thing. It's been pretty interesting so far, kind of letting us see into a little bit of Inazuma's like past culture and how that like intertwines with the more modern stuff with Albedo and Venti and stuff, and how it intertwines with other nations and stuff too. This is really cool. I'm really glad like they're bringing other characters into the Inazuma like nation now that the Sakoku Decree is gone, and that seems like the next like logical step for the story to go. And like I'm looking forward to seeing Klee and Yoimiya, what kind of shenanigans they would get into and all that stuff. And yeah, Albedo's always been like a pretty cool character too, so having him in the story or back in the story is pretty cool. And also seeing Venti again after like a very long time. I don't even remember when the last time Venti was in the story. Maybe it was the Mondstadt Festival. I don't remember what it was called. The Windbloom Festival, I think, was the last time I remember Venti. Maybe he was in something more recent. I just not the top of my I can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next one. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Take this!
And I guess subscribe for more.